to today's KTV and the terrific Tuesday tip of the week. Yeah, woo! Today's KTV, we are continuing with the best part of KTV, and that is YOU and your questions, where we do speed coaching. Speed coaching, speed coaching, speed coaching. And today's question, I bet you once again, 100% of you have wondered at one time or another in your business. Today's question comes from the fabulous Amy Wright, the tamer of time. Amy Wright is giving me hours in my day back. Hours in my day back. But that's another time, another story for another time. So Amy's question is this. She wants to know, how do you convert? How do you get a yes from a client without feeling like a used car salesman? Now, Amy, KTV peeps, I don't want you feeling like a stereotypical used car salesman. That is the exact opposite of what authentic selling teaches. And I've got an answer for you. So picture this. Amy says she gets on the phone with her potential client, and it's like two girlfriends. They chat, they bond, and then it gets all awkward. It gets all, I've got to make an offer, and I don't know how. I don't know how to transition from this friend zone that I've gotten myself into someone who has a service that can change someone's life and make the offer. My hands start sweating, I start stammering, and it feels icky, sleazy, slimy, gross, stereotypical used car salesman. So how do you make an offer that doesn't feel stereotypical used car salesman? Well, first things first, let's talk about what Amy is doing right. Amy is applying the principles of authentic selling when she talks about we get on the phone and we feel like two girlfriends. Chatting, she is engaging with her potential customer. And that is the first step. You've got to have a connection in order for authentic selling to work. This is the heart of authentic selling. It's what we call engagement selling. And so, Amy, you're doing that right, so congratulations. But at the end of the day, the person has given you their free time, if we're talking about a consult, not a mini session, their free time to learn about an offer, to learn about how you can help them. So it is your responsibility to share that. Now, I created an entire consult process that sort of frames this up and gives this process structure so that you can learn how to host a consult that feels like two girlfriends chatting it up and still convert. And I'm going to give you access to that consult structure here today on KTV for free. But here's what I want you to know. The most important thing that you can take away from today's KTV is not how to host a consult that sells, not how to convert without feeling like a used car salesman, but is a reframe around selling. Selling gets a bad rap. It can feel icky, sleazy, slimy, dirty, stereotypical used car salesman. But if you don't learn anything else from me, hear me say this. Selling is helping. The actual definition of selling, I've said it before, I'll say it again, is the exchange of money for a product or service. There's nothing icky, sleazy, slimy, dirty about that. But the authentic selling definition of the word selling is helping. If you've got a product that can change somebody's life, business, health, weight, the way they wake up and feel every day, their career, how much joy they experience, whatever. Give them more beauty, less wrinkles, better ass, whatever. And you don't tell them, shame on you. Now, I'm not in the business of shaming people, but shame on you. And if somebody has given you their free time, one of their most precious resources, you can't make more time to get on the phone with you to learn about how your product or your service can help them, and you don't tell them, double shame on you. Have you ever been double shamed? Double shame on you. So, the first step in this is a reframe around selling. The second step is, yes, Amy, you're absolutely right. We need to do some engagement selling. So you're doing that well. The third step is follow Kendrick's process. It works. It's not rocket science, but it works. So what I'm going to do for all of the K community is I'm going to give you access to a free call I did called how to host a consult that sells. You can access that by popping your name and email address in the box below. And your consults should begin feeling less sleazy, slimy, icky, stereotypical used car salesman before you know it. Thanks so much for being here and for being the best part of KTV. And you can learn all about Amy and her amazing business. I'm one of her customers, just so you know, below. And tune in next week for another fabulous edition of the Terrific Tuesday Tip of the Week. Thank you so much for being here. I believe in you and I believe in your business.